sipping before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice to my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Blues. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go, please. Warrior 17. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's second and 8. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Here we go on second and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Hey, Cat. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's short. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We're scoreless after one. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
2nd and 5. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check, man.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in point. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20-yard line.
Corner 70. Ready.
2nd and 2. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Reach.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to let the way to move the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Got it. Ready? Hey, check that. That's all
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready, break! Dragon 60!
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hustle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
19 right.
They'll set up a throw. Quick slant to Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 18 runners, 18 runners!
They'll look to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Julian Love. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. Check pass.
Back to throw now on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Blues are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A gain of a yard. First down, Green Bay.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60. Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Legarius. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's complete right side to Lazard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a big...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They're going to look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. On second down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders. on the all-time NFL list. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a play fake here on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tempo. Here's Ryan.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to second and one is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go again to Jones. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.